Good morning, kids. Well, how are you today? Did you have a good weekend? Were you resting? Well, I'm glad. Well, today we have a new day, a new week, and we're going to finish the unit. There are two more things that we need to do, but today is going to be a quiz day. So, what are you going to do first? We are going to work with the student book, and you are also going to work with a workbook. So remember, student book and workbook. On the student book, on page 34, there is a progress check. A progress check, okay, here. You are going to go over this reading. This is a postcard from Grace. I'm going to show you my cell phone because the words in my book are too small. Okay, this is the progress check that you're going to work on. What you need to do is you're going to read this information, read this postcard. The vocabulary here is very easy. You already know, very familiar to you. We have vocabulary words that you already learned. And after you finish reading this postcard, you're going to go over the statements that is related to this reading. So these statements are related to this reading. And what you need to do is read the statement and circle if the statement is true or false according to the reading. Okay? That's the first part. The second part that you're going to do, you are going to look at the time and write the time. Excuse me, I don't want numbers. Write in words. Okay? So the instruction is for you to write the time in words. It's going to be easy for you if you write number 12 and dot dot and 00. No, you have to write the word 12 o'clock or whatever time it is. Okay, so here you write the time in words. Okay, in this part, you are going to apply what you have learned about the past progressive form. What you need to do is, you see here we have an example, and it's everything related to this picture. Okay, on example number 1 says Anna was listening to music. See number 1? Here is Anna, number 1. Number 2, it's Kelly. Look at Kelly. Look number 2. What is Kelly doing? Number 2. Oops, here. 2. What is Kelly doing? Then we have Katie. Katie, it's number 3. Look at Katie. What is Katie doing? And number 4 is Peter. Peter, look at Peter. And what is Peter doing? Okay, so you're going to write a sentence in the past progressive form according to their actions. So, simple. That's all you need to do on the student book. Okay, we clear with that? Good. Now, as soon as you finish the student book, you're going to work on the workbook. On the workbook, it's a quiz about Singapore. We have learned some important information, some interesting facts about Singapore. If you cannot remember, I'm going to show you a short video about some facts about Singapore. Okay, here you have, what you need to do is you need to read and you have to find the answer here. You have options here. For instance, Singapore is an island in the Caribbean, near Caribbean, an island near Malaysia, or an island near Mexico. This one is already done. A check is on an island near Malaysia. Okay, the Merlion is 3 options. It's half fish, half man, half fish, half lion, half fish, half lion, half bird. Sorry. So you have to, I'm going to show you a picture and you're going to see what a Merlion is. It's a very important statue in Singapore. Okay, in Singapore, you can go shopping while you read these options and you check on the action that you think that is the correct one. And you can see orangutans where? You have at the zoo, in the street, in the malls. The pizza safari, it's like a Domino's. The Pizza Safari, it's a restaurant, it's a hotel, or it's a meal from Singapore. At the zoo, you have options. You can dance with the orangutans, you can have a shower with the elephants, or you can feed the crocodiles. These two, as soon as you finish this, you have to go on to these two important questions. Here says, how many languages do people speak in Singapore? Remember, we learned that at the beginning of the unit. But don't worry, we're going to review it again. Which language do they speak? Okay, and this is the most important one. What's the most interesting thing you learned about Singapore? You have to write me one of the facts that you learned. So, I'm going to help you with this too because I'm going to show you a video that you are going to be able to see, to read, and maybe you pick one of the facts that you like the most. Also, we have the zoo, so you can use also the readings that we have about Singapore. You can use this reading too about the Singapore Zoo. Okay. So now this is what you need to do. I'm just going to go over the information I just gave you because today is not hard. Like I said, you are going to apply what you have learned. Okay. Here we have some Singapore facts. Singapore is a small island country situated south of Malaysia. Like other countries in this region, it's a tropical climate. People in Singapore speak Chinese, Malay, Tamil, and English because there is a question about how many languages do you remember? And the Merlion is an important statue in Singapore. Okay, so let's take a look. What a Merlion is: half fish, half man, half lion, half fish, half lion, half bird. Let's take a look. Okay, this is an important statue in Singapore. So you just take a look. Okay, now you have the answer. Okay, now that you know this answer, now that you know, you can check the correct answer on the workbook. Okay, now then I would like you to tell me one interesting fact about Singapore. Okay, so look here. Okay, let's go over this. You take a look at this video. No, I don't want. Yeah. And just Gardens by the Bay is a park in Singapore, spreading across 250 acres of land. Maybe this one is important. Kallang River, the longest river in Singapore, is just 10 kilometers long. remember this one. If the dog barks at night, she cut the vocal cords. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Sorry, my dog. Sorry. I should cut her vocal cords. I shouldn't do that. That was an example of dog barking. Okay. Men should always wear pants in any heat. It doesn't matter how hot it is. In Singapore, men should always wear pants. And women should also wear stockings, even if the street is plus 35. So it doesn't matter how hot is the street. Women also have to wear stockings, socks. No importa el calor que haga, they have to wear pants, and women socks. There is a very important date on the 7th of November. It's the National Tree Planting. In Singapore, on that day, November 7th or 7th of November, everybody plants trees. That's a very important fact too. Okay, remember that in Singapore, stop chewing gum if you see the police. You're not allowed to chew gum unless a doctor gives you the prescription. Prescription. Okay, the doctor says, yeah, it's like a medicine. You're allowed to have gum. Otherwise, you're not allowed to have gum. This is when Montaña Loma, Bukit Tamach, is the highest natural point of Singapore. Okay, this is the Sun Sky Park. It looks like a kayak or a surfboard docking on a tripod, built on top of 3 hotel towers at Marina Bay. Look, Marina Bay Sands, beautiful hotel. Okay, so I'm sorry, I did not extend the video, but anyway, you have an idea. Okay, so now you have some important facts about Singapore. Now, what you need to do? You have to work on the student book, progress check, page 34. Then you read and circle, that's number 1. Instruction number 2, you write the time in words. Write time in words. Okay? If you write like this, 12 o'clock, no, correct. I want words. Okay, it has to be in words because you learned, okay, to write in telling time in words. Okay, and then you write about the picture in a past progressive form. Remember the student's picture? That's what you need to do on the student book. On the workbook, you have to tell me about Singapore. It's a country quiz. That is on page 26. Remember, you have to read the sentence and circle. No, you don't have to circle. You have to check. You have to check the correct answer. Circle and you check the correct answer. You just put a check. Then you have to give a complete answer to question 7 and question 8. Question 7 was how many languages do they speak? And question 8 was which language do they speak? Yeah, one is how many languages and which language do they speak? If you cannot remember, which you should check at the beginning of the unit. We had that information. We wrote that information on your notebook. In the last thing you have to do is write about the most interesting fact you learned about about Singapore. Think nothing. Thing you learned about Singapore. Okay, so I gave you the video. You can pick one of the things that you like the most, that you think that's interesting. And that's all for today. What I want you to do is you have to, as always, send me a picture of your work, because this is it's like an evaluation. I need to check this and I need to check this. Not that. Sorry. I need to check this page. Okay, the progress check. You send me both pages, a picture of both pages, and I'll give you a grade. So have a great day and have a great time doing the quiz. I was telling you that today I was going to ask you some questions about the two crazy zebras. Well, it's going to wait till tomorrow. That's all for today. Have a great day. Well, see you tomorrow. Bye, class.